The Trump administration could revoke up to 200,000 visas in what would be the largest move of its kind in U.S. history. They are targeting B-1 visas, which are generally issued for those here on business. But it also includes B-2 visas, which are typically used for tourism, family visits, or medical care. Senior border correspondent Ali Bradley joins us live from Del Rio, Texas. So, Ali, this will likely face some legal hurdles.
Yeah, just like a lot of the other policies and procedures we've seen pushed by the administration, the Trump administration right now is advocating for what we're calling the largest mass visa revocation in U.S. history, because that's exactly what it would be. This move would actually potentially impact up to 200,000 foreigners who came to the U.S. on business or tourist visas and later applied for asylum. So here's what that means. B-1 visas are generally issued for temporary business trips. B-2 visas are for things like tourism, visiting family, or receiving medical treatment. Now, in both cases, you're coming to the U.S. temporarily and you're expected to leave. The State Department says it's now working with DHS to identify people who entered on those temporary visas and then filed asylum claims to remain in the United States. The administration is preparing to revoke B-1 and B-2 visas issued between 2016 and 2026 for people who have sought or are currently seeking asylum. Up to 200,000 people could be impacted, though the State Department says that number is still changing and revocations could happen on a rolling basis.
It's very important for viewers to understand that this is not about people coming in the right path. This is about a backdoor way into doing immigration restriction reform, and everything and anything that can be designed to limit access of those citizens of countries that are considered undesirable is being done by the U.S. government in ways that it knows it can.
Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau, meanwhile, saying asylum should not be used as a loophole to circumvent immigration law. But an important distinction here, having that visa revoked does not necessarily mean someone with a pending asylum case would immediately be deported. They would lose their status as a business or tourist traveler, while their asylum case could remain pending. Now, this move has not yet been finalized, Nichole, but if it does continue to move forward, this would be the largest single mass revocation in history. Nichole.
All right, Ali Bradley live for us there at the border. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.